Okay, go ahead.
You're
I'm on. Okay. Hello, guys. Caught me brushing my hair at the last minute there because I didn't know Bryce had me online yet. How you guys doing? I see Glenn and Thelma. I see Adeline and Brenda and Sharma. Nice to see all you guys. How you doing? I bet it's hot there because I think it's hot everywhere. It's kind of hot here. I don't know how hot it is. It's not as hot as it is with all you guys.
82.
It's 82 here. But this is Oregon. So it feels hot to me. I got the air conditioner blowing. Bryce will probably go get a jacket while he's in the house. So we have kind of an interesting plethora of things today. And we have a new featured product. And Margie put it somewhere that I would be able to just grab it. And I don't know where that was, but I did find some more samples. So if Bryce is successful in catching up with Mary and saying, do you know where those cards went? Then we might see some more. But if we don't see those, I at least found some for us. So Margie is back tomorrow after 3 weeks off. Remind me, I can't let Margie have time off anymore. No more time off for Margie. That's the solution to my problem. Just Margie is not allowed to go anywhere, do anything but work because we need her. She keeps us all organized. And in the absence of Margie, we don't understand the organization sometimes. But she can walk right to anything in the shop. So anyway, enough harassing Margie. Let's take a look at some new stuff, shall we? I got to start with the obvious. Brittany finished the boxes. She finished the boxes, and now we can look at the final selection of products that have come in from Frantic Stamper.
Move your cards. All that.
I move it, I might find the others underneath it. No telling. That's probably what she did, put them on my desk. If he's on my desk, you'd understand the quandary. Okay, so in addition to dies, we got some fabulous stencils from Frantic Stamper. You guys are going right through those, by the way. I went in and cleared out the sold out items today, and there are tons of sold out items. So many, I couldn't believe it. So you guys are doing a good job in picking up and cleaning up these Frantic Stamper items that I bought, but there's still some really fun and new ones in here, and they are going to continue to be half price for this week also. Let's start here and start talking about, or maybe move these paper behind it so we can see the stencil well. There we go, that's better. We have some beautiful stencils. This one's called an Asian screen. Just imagine how beautiful it would be to put some paste through that. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Paste, ink, whatever you want to do. Run this on your gel press. So many things to do with stencils, aren't there? Are you guys awake out there? I'm not seeing any chat. I just want to make sure that you're still there and I'm coming through loud and clear. Could somebody give me an all clear? So we got the Asian screen stencil. Now, one of the reasons these are selling out so fast is because by the time I got in on this sale, a lot of the products had already sold out. We're okay. Thank you, Thelma. Okay, I love this one. In fact, if this doesn't sell tonight, I'll probably buy it tomorrow. I love the Swiss dot stencil. It's perfect. It has all those little dots, which I think are fabulous. I just think this is just such an impressive pattern to put on your backgrounds. So nice. And with the stencil, you can do it in multicolors or individual colors, but it's beautiful. The other thing I love about this stencil is, look at this. I've got outward scallops on this edge. See that? Let's see. Turn around. You can see it there. Outward scallops on this edge. And we've got large inward scallops on this bottom edge. See that? And we've got smaller inward scallops on that edge. So there's just so much to do with this stencil. And you know how many I have? I think I have one of this one. So if you want it, beat me to it. Go ahead and get it. Here is another that I love. This kind of pattern just really speaks to me. I use these kinds of patterns a lot. Look at that beautiful floral vine stencil. These stencils are going to be half price too, guys. Everything I bought in from Frantic Stamper is half price right off the bat. Then they'll go into regular inventory and they'll be at regular prices. But wowzer. Right now, all of the Frantic Stamper is still on sale. This one would be beautiful. Think about this one with Jamie powders through it, guys. See that brocade lace? Wouldn't that be something? Those of you who played with me with the Jamie powders, can you imagine how beautiful that would be? Using our glue and powders technique. It's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. These are all 6x6 stencils. Here's one more stencil. This one's called Roman Damask. And that too is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Part of it is hid under this flap. I'll bet if we looked that that's going to be a heart right there in the middle. And that would be, thank you, Adeline. I think it would be really fun to use this card, this stencil up and down. Look at that beautiful heart in the middle of that. Isn't that pretty? That's a gorgeous one. Stencils. You can do everything with stencils. They're amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Okay. Let's see. Let's go do we're going to do some stamps. I have a couple stamps. I got this to go with one of the die sets, but the die set sold out, and this is still here. But we have other otter items in the store, like that wonderful Highland wildlife set. Remember, it had the gorgeous otters in it. And this is stamps regarding otters. You are utterly amazing. I love you like no otter. You otter this world. Oh, you're out of this world. You otter this world. Okay. Wishing you an utterly terrific birthday from the otter side. Have an utterly awesome day. Thanks for being utterly wonderful. I think you're confusing me with someone who builds a dam. That's actually really funny. And to my otter half. That's hysterical. I didn't read these in advance. Someday I'll go whipping through reading a bunch of stuff and really be sorry I didn't preview. Glenn says that was an otter failure. Good one, Glenn. Okay. This one is stamps regarding alpacas. And I actually have a number of people in my life who collect and do tons of stuff with alpacas. So this one says, I don't know, I'm not sure it's safe to do this, but let's try it again. Someone who builds stamps, that's really funny. Want to go on an adventure? I'll pack in my bags. You're amazing. Another birthday? No problem. Let me take a selfie. Let me think about it. Llama, think about it. You're woolly cool. I wanted this card to last, so I laminated it. Como si llama? I don't know what that means. I don't know. And llama tea. I don't know what that means either, but llama stamps.
Hi to Alice.
Hi, Alice. Welcome, friend. Okay. So more dies. Here's another one that's going to go into my Memorial Day, Veterans Day card for our military guys and gals. The Statue of Liberty, that's beautiful. It's 2 by 3.25 inches. You guys have really seemed to enjoy shopping for these because I was just amazed when I went in and saw how many of them were gone. This is holiday icons. So we've got They're hanging from the words Happy Holidays, but you can also trim off these little icons and use them separately. So we have bells and birds, a snowflake, the beautiful Happy Holidays. We've talked lots of times about how much I love a stamp that I can use in a lot of different ways. A die I can use in a lot of different ways. Thank you, Alice. Okay. And I really like this one for that very reason. There's just so many good things to do with this. And you can take the bird clear down to the bird, or make the bird into an ornament, or use the bird with the bow on its head, or use the whole Happy Holidays. It's just amazing what you can do with that one. Come in a little closer so they can see how these little ringlets work on the tops of these. There we go. Yeah, see what I mean? You can actually clip it right where the little ring is on the top, or use the bow, or use the whole string, or use the whole Happy Holidays. This is 5 by 4 inches, so this is not a little wimpy die. This is a big one. It would actually be larger than it appears in this picture. Here's a shaker Christmas tree. To make a shaker out of it, obviously, we're just going to put our shaker tape on the bottom. We'll put our acetate in first, of course. Then we'll put our shaker tape on the bottom under those bold lines. Create a really super shaker Christmas tree. And here is my laced winged angel. I haven't seen Annette, but she's a fan of all things angel. There's a beautiful one for her. 3 by 3 inches. I love those wings. Those wings are beautiful. She's carrying a banner that says peace. Here's another. This is 8 tiny tags. These are cute. You fun little embellishments on things, wouldn't they? Fun little tags. I love having something like this arrow, especially if I'm scrapbooking. I'll put that arrow pointed at somebody's head and write words on it. Or use it to point something out or create kind of a thought bubble. This is a beautiful one. Wow, this one has the original price on it. It will not be this much. It will be half this much. This is the Desert Sunset. Look at that. And imagine you can cut all those layers in different colors and just layer this in. That would be fabulous. This is another big die. I'm going to show you how big it is. It's a good size one. Look at here. There's your entire card face, guys. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. There's several of you, including Mary here in our shop, that love Sonoran desert kinds of themes. To be sure Mary sees that one. Botanical daffodils. Where's Mary R? Here's her daffodils. Botanical daffodils. You never have too many daffodils. Oh, I love this one. Look at the script on this one. Hello, beautiful friend. I love that. That's gorgeous. Oh, look at Glenn put a little icon behind his words that had a desert in it. You see that?
Barely.
That's cute. Oh, my friend Susan Reed, that sometimes every once in a while in a class you'll hear her in the background because she comes in to sit with me while I do my classes and works along. She is a real fan of pigs, piglets especially. And look at that. You got the piglet and you can make the piglet pen. How cute is that? Here's a dog with his bed. Teddy's bed starts out looking like that. Then pretty soon the blankets are everywhere. Stuff is flying in the air as he's trying to make that bed just perfect. You guys would just crack up if you saw him at night when he's getting our bed ready for him to sleep in. These are really cute. These are front and back cats. These would be perfect little spinner elements in your windows. You can put a little window in and have the cat front and back spin. You run a little line between the two. You put the front on one side, the back on the other, and then you wind up the string like we did on the butterflies. You remember that? These are perfect front and back cats. They don't have to be big spinner elements. They just have to be entertaining. Love that. And here's a stacked banner builder. Now this has some odd looking pieces, but you can see down here what it looks like when it's all put together. It's beautiful. Isn't that pretty? But you look at the pieces, it's like, I don't know what to do with that. Fortunately, they give us an assembled picture. I, for one, really appreciate that. The main banner section is 2.75 by 3/4 of an inch, which is perfect for being able to put a nice message in that main banner section. Love that. And you could even do, since you're going to make 2 of those larger ones, you could even do like a happy anniversary or, 2-word sentiments in that banner. That's really cool. Here we have thanks or thank you. I like those little block letters. I want to see how they did these. Sometimes they have them set up to cut an aperture, and other times they're just set up to cut the letters. And this is set up to cut an aperture. That does not mean you have to use it that way. You can't cut an aperture with this. When you cut it out, it's going to cut the letters free. And you can use the letters individually, or you can use this to cut a hole in your card that says, thank you. Hello. Faced with my old dilemma of getting things back in the packages because I have this incessant need to open stuff and look at it. Stitched fall leaves. Love these. Look at that little stitch mark around the edge of the leaves. That's really fun. Cute, cute, cute. All the little veinings done in the stitch marks. Could I do that with a sewing machine? I don't know. It's a sewing machine. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. I could do it with a piercing tool, but why would I want to? And I can run the dye through the machine and have it do it for me. Here's another really fun one for those Memorial Day and Veterans Day cards. Look at this one. This has some just super duper elements on it. We got the little USA banner in the bottom. We've got this really neat frame with the star banner going across it. We've got a smaller banner with a star coming down through it and another stitched star here. See those little slots on the star? That's so you can put ribbon through it if you want to. And then we've got the little star on a ribbon. How fun is that? There's a lot of great usable pieces there. 3.75 by 5 inches on the overall dimensions of this die. And then the small shaker frame is 2.3. But think about that as a shaker. That's actually a really, really good one. Really good shaker frame. All the things you could put in there. You could put in flags and stars and glitter. It'd be fun. Swirling leaves, stitched background. Now this time, all of the leaves are done in that stitched pattern. That's beautiful. Wouldn't that just be a gorgeous background to a Thanksgiving card or a fall season card? That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we know that these big panel dies tend to be expensive, and they were, but they're no longer outrageously expensive because we've got them all for half price. Here's what that die looks like out of the package. Isn't that pretty? I love that. That's going to add some texture while it's cutting your pattern in there too. And you end up with some really interesting and neat texture on your card. Love that. There really are some just really fun dies in this collection. Christmas Angel. Matching dies, I think, if I'm not mistaken. There should be Christmas Angel stamp set that matches this, but we may or may not have gotten it depending on how they filled the orders. I don't see it here. I was hoping we'd get it. Well, this cuts out stamped images from another set, but you can also just cut out images and color them because it gives you all the color, all the markings here to do that. So they're not just plain, I believe. Let's look. No, they are just outlines. They are just outlines. So I'll have to see if I can match up the stamps with this. Or at the price you could get this and get the stamps from Frantic Stamper. Love this. Gradient card panel. Look at all those little voids we get to fill with different colors and shades. Or you can just cut out the entire panel and put it over a piece of ombre paper. But how pretty would that be for a background? Hi, Kim. It's good to see you, friend. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's see that one too. I just looked down at my stack here and realized I had the Eiffel Tower in the wrong stack. I'll have to pull out the Eiffel Tower so you can see it. Here's that die. So you can cut out all those little ones and you can refill them. Or you can just cut this and put it over a piece of ombre paper. How beautiful would that be? It'd just be a great, very, very versatile. This is one of those that you look at it and you go, oh, that's fun. But you don't realize how much you would use a die like this. Because once you use it, you're going to love it. Just adds so much with such a simple step. Okay, we have the steampunk octopus and fish in steampunk design here. I know somebody will probably have to have that. I do love steampunk. Hi, Irene. Good to see you, friend. Here's our steampunk octopus and fish. The fish is 3 inches long by almost 2 high, and the octopus is just a little over and under 2 by 2. Here's another Sea Buddies. Is that a beluga or it kind of looks like that could be a beluga whale, don't you think? Rather than a dolphin? What do you think?
Yeah, that's a beluga.
A beluga whale and then a narwhal. I learned something so interesting from my son-in-law the other day. Do you know that there are actually hybrids that are a hybrid of a beluga whale and a narwhal? There are. Look it up. It's out there. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Hi, Truth Hear It. Isn't that fun? Oh, to use the strips to stamp small sayings. That's a great idea. Yeah. Look that up. It's really fun. A narwhal and a beluga whale hybrid. It's not like it's something that people have put them together and bred them. It's happened in nature. They caught them and realized what they had. Cityscape? Are they a ball or a ball? I don't know. They do have a name. I've got it on my phone, but I left my phone in the house. I was just amazed, though. I thought it was one of those things that he was going to tell me that, give me all this whole description and then it'd be like a jackalope. But no, it's real. So that's pretty cool. Here's a garden cat oval, doing what cats do best, batting at things going by. Good to see you here tonight, Thelma. I worry when you're not here, friend. Here's another shaker element. This one actually has some pieces you can cut up for shaker filler too. We've got this. We've got Xmas that can go on here. Not my favorite saying, but you could. Or you could put on the holly going across this band. And the little snowflakes you can actually either use to decorate the ball or put them inside. You know, make a bunch of them. Nargila. Thank you, Alice. Nargila. Can you believe it? I was amazed. I was amazed when I saw that. I love facts like that. It makes me happy. Here's cookies for Santa. And the plate is shaped so that you can put the little die-cut cookies onto the plate and it would look dimensional. That's fun. Cookies for Santa. And Nargila. Here's a walrus. Gotta love a walrus. They're just fascinating too, I think. I like these interlocking square frames. These are beautiful. Kind of like what we do with our hunky-dory frames when we turn them on side. These are pretty. Just cut them that way. A nice star-shaped pattern around things. Here's long stem flowers. Separate leaves. That's fun. You missed the daffodil earlier, Mary. I said, where's Mary? Here's her daffodil. There's one down here. You'll have to look back. I don't know if I can find it in a reasonable amount of time. There's a lot of dies here. Brittany would tell you there's a whole lot of dies here. This is the last of them, though, I believe. Love this. The magnolia branch. Isn't that pretty? 4.8 by 2.5. That's actually a good size die. And here we have the ship's wheel. I can't remember what I was working on, but I went crazy looking for a die of a ship's wheel because I was certain I had one. I did not. There's the ship's wheel die. Somebody who loves nautical as much as me, I should have this. Of course, knowing myself, I probably bought it 4 times since then, since I realized I didn't have something I wanted. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Okay. 3 roses. Look here. We have a horse, a pony, a donkey, a zebra, a unicorn, or a Pegasus, depending on how you decorate it. How cute is that? The little mane pieces to dress her up in different ways. How cute is that right there? Create a horse, a pony, a donkey, a zebra, a unicorn, or a Pegasus. That's perfect. That's just perfect. I love that. So fun. Okay, so that's the frantic stamper for today. Oops, no, it isn't, because there's one more I missed. Here is our Eiffel Tower stencil. Little Eiffel Towers all over it. How cute is that? All the stencils are 6x6, and all the stencils are on sale too. The stamp sets are on sale. The dies are on sale. Everything's on sale from Frantic Stamper for the next week. Since this is the last week of the introduction of Frantic Stamper in our store, this will probably be the last week of our sale. So don't let this one get past you guys, because there's some really good stuff in here. Some really, really fun things. Okay, do with that basket. There it goes. Alrighty. Have a few more things that have come in. Thinking ahead, well, towards Father's Day when I ordered it. It actually is past Father's Day now. But Studio Light had Gearhead's Workshop. I thought that was pretty cool. The Gearheads Workshop. A toolbox full of tools, gears, lantern. Pretty cool. Here's what it looks like separately. So all those tools are separate. Oh, that's kind of fun that you can actually fold up the little boxes. I like that. You can actually make this a 3D box down here. See that in the dies? Here's the box piece. And here's the front piece. That's really fun. Okay. We have some Lisa Horton today. I'm excited about these. I ordered them a long time ago, and to tell you the truth, I'd completely forgotten about them. But now they're here. Let's see if we can kind of match some of them up with their respective images. Put those together. And this one goes together. And this one goes together. They all have a matching stencil. Yay, yes. Okay, here we go. We have a Candles A6 embossing folder. Now, I want you to notice something about this that Brittany pointed out to me. No, this doesn't. Okay, I lied. All right, never mind. This is an A6 embossing folder. Back up just a hair, hon, please. There we go. Look at those beautiful candles and the poinsettias. That's gorgeous. It's beautiful done. Beautiful, beautiful. Here's our layering stencils so that we can color all of those images quickly and easily with layering stencils. This has a set of, do I know how many it has? I may not know how many it has. One, two, three, four, five, six. It has six layering stencils. So you can apply each of the colors individually and layer those up. So this does not have a cutting die in it. The good news is this will be less expensive. The further good news is because this is already an A6 and you're using most of the pattern, it really doesn't make sense to pay extra for a cutting die for that one since they kind of go together really nicely already. Here is our friend the robin. And here's the robin on his fence, snowy fence. Wouldn't that be fun to do? I think it'd be fun to do. And here's our stencil set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 stencils in the stencil set. Festive robin. And all the colors to color him. Love this one. I saw this one. I just adored it. This snowman. How cute is that? Oh, did I see? I'm not sure if I said hi to Adeline, so I'm going to say, hi, Adeline. I'm not sure if I saw you when you came in, so let me just say it again if I didn't. How cute is that? Lisa Horton just keeps bringing it, doesn't she? Here is the snowman stencil set. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stencils in the stencil set for the snowman. Here is a beautiful, beautiful bubble ornament collection. I love that frame around it too. Isn't that something? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I may have to go back and correct myself here, but let's finish looking at these anyway. It's beautiful. Oh, how gorgeous. You could do that with some of those metallic paints, the gilded wax that we've used before. Now, I'm looking at this package, and this says framed baubles, layering stencils, and an outline cutting die. they have moved the cutting die to the stencil pack. So let's see what they're giving us here. Oh, look. There we go. That's what they're giving us. You can cut out just the frame and use it separately, or you can use the frame around the entire image. This has a lot of stencils in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stencils in this one. So beware, they moved the packaging from the being in with the die to being in with, or excuse me, in with the embossing folder to being in with the stencils. I need to look back at these and see how many of these had a stencil in the die pack I didn't know about. This one says Winter Snowman, layering stencils and cutting die. There's where they went. I'd rather correct myself than leave you out there with weird information that wasn't true. There's the cutting die. And here's the stencil set. That was the snowman. The robin. Yep, the robin also had a cutting die. There we go. There's my die. So you can cut that bird out almost entirely. That's fun. Beautiful. Sorry for the misinformation, but we'll just correct it and go back. I'd rather say I'm wrong than give you something incorrect. Candle. This is just the layering stencils in the candle set. Now, there is not a die in this one. We have one more set here. This is actually a lot like the corner poinsettias and stuff that we did that last year. It's a potted poinsettia. It's a 5x7 folder, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Well, use those gilding waxes on here, and you are just going to love the way this turns out. You won't believe how much fun it is to do, too. I'm kind of feeling like we might have to have another Lisa Horton demonstration before long, because I really like doing that. This is nice what they did here. Instead of showing us a picture of all the dies stacked up, or the stencils, they're showing us here what is in the package. And had I gotten here, I would have realized there's actually, would I have realized that's a cutting die? I'm not sure. I think that's a stencil. They're showing us the 9 stencils. And then this one also has the cutting die if you want to take that potted plant out of the background. What is gilding waxes, Debbie? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Do we have any, look and see if you can see any of my gilded wax cards over there. Can you check? You know what they are. It's like the poinsettia cards and the bright red poinsettias.
Got a guess on a box?
No. Maybe it'll say on the end, though. Lisa Horton. Should say Lisa Horton on the box. These. I keep these sitting right by my desk because I just love them. Love them, love them. This is called Gilded Touch. And I'm so glad you asked. Don't want to waste a piece of paper. See if I have a piece of junk paper over here somewhere. Probably not. Store that sells paper, and I have no junk paper laying around. That's okay. We'll put it in here. Now, I like to apply these gilding waxes using a water brush. So I put a little, let's see if I can find it. Find a brush that's got water in it. I usually use them till they're out of water and then don't refill them immediately. That's just like me to do that. Leave myself without a brush with water. There's one. There's a better one. Okay. They come in individual tubes. I'm going to put a little bit of this gilding wax right out here on my mat so you can see it. See the beautiful metallic color? You don't see anything that says Lisa Horton, huh?
No.
Okay. You might have to look through our videos, Kim, to find it. I like to add a little bit of extra water to my gilding wax. Just a touch. I don't want it to get too thin, but I also like it to be enough that I can draw with it. So I'm thinning my wax down a little bit. It's water-soluble wax, which is cool. And then you have to pretend here with me a minute that I'm following an outline, an embossed outline. And I can come in and I can work right on my embossed outline of my flower.
Are the gilding waxes a brand name?
Yes, I'll give you the brand name. I actually have them in a couple of different brands, but there's some I prefer over others. We've tried about all of them. And I love this one I'm using. And this is called Gilded Touch. It's by Cosmic Shimmer. We have these in the store, and they are just fabulous. You get a lot of control with the water brush and the gilding wax. So again, if you pretend you're working along here on a pre-embossed card, you just get a lot of beautiful control of the wax. Now I could sit here and draw a whole flower, but I don't think that serves us well. But this is why I love them. Look at the shimmer. So between the control and the shimmer, gilding waxes are fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. That's why I love gilding waxes. And I love gilding waxes because cleanup is a breeze. It's all water soluble. We have them, and actually I'll show you, then I'll get off this subject and move on to other things. But we have those gilding waxes in a lot of different colors. Let's put the cap back on this one so it's still ready to go when I use them. But you saw how far it goes. It's a pearl wax. And you saw how far it goes. I put that little tiny dab down, and then I spread it out with my water. I could have finished all of one flower and probably another one with the amount of wax I just had on my board. This one was called Indulgent Red. This one's called Warm Gold. This one's called Burnished Copper. This one is from Pink Ink Designs. It's a water-based wax too, and it's called Heart of Gold. This one's called Enchanted Gold, which is almost it's a pearl with a gold cast to it. There is Tarnished Gold. There is Golden Bronze. There's Silver Note. This is another lyrical wax. I had to have it because they had a different color. It was Blaze Orange. Autumn Bronze. I love both of these water-soluble ones, by the way. Both the brands, lyrical waxes by Pink Ink and the Cosmic Shimmer inks. This actually comes out way more green than it looks like in the tube. It's beautiful. It's called Autumn Bronze, but it's a beautiful green color. If you want brighter green, we've got Apple Pie. Here's our pearl, the pearlescent snowman. And these I'm not as fond of. These are the waxes from Art Alchemy, which I believe is a Prisma company. And they have some beautiful colors, but these are not water soluble. And that's, to me, that's a real disadvantage. One advantage is they have some beautiful colors you don't have, like pink. but they're not water soluble. So we've got pinks and blues. And so these are not my favorites. They do have beautiful colors. There's a heather, a teal, but they're not the first ones I'd reach for. If I had the same color in the Lyricals or in the Cosmic Shimmer, I'd go for those first. But lots and lots of colors available. And I will tell you, it's worth getting a half a dozen colors of these because they are fabulous. Just, oh, here's another color I didn't pull out. Here's a teal color, misty teal. This is one of the good ones, the Cosmic Shimmer. But these are just fabulous on the Lisa Horton folders. So much fun. So much fun.
It's okay.
Oh, is that our
Yep.
workers for the... Teddy has discovered deck workers, guys. Until he settles, we'll be hearing from him. And cleanup is so easy. So, when you find yourself working on gilding waxes in the middle of What's New Wednesday, it's really nice to have something that cleans up quickly and easily. Love my water brushes, love my gilding polishes. Very fun. Let's look at that dry now. Now it's entirely dry. Isn't that pretty? That wasn't entirely dry. There was one little spot of water and I found it and ran my finger through it. But isn't that beautiful? Mary says it's okay. She likes to hear from Teddy. And Teddy's more than happy to express his opinion on most topics. Okay. We have some more new things. We have more additions to our Rainbow Garden collection. Can't believe how long it's taking all these things to come in. But here's some more 6x6 garden pattern packs. Yes, you absolutely can mix your own colors, Kim. It's so fun. It's just so fun. I may have to go in and take a look since I'm talking a lot about those today. And I haven't checked my supplies lately, but it's something I want to keep in stock because I love those things. I just love working with them. And go back and check out my old videos. It'll be called Gilding Wax, will be in the title somewhere. This is the kit that several of you wanted after I did the demo cards, and I didn't have them in stock yet. It's kind of it's a little bit expensive, but it's got everything under the world in it. Here's a Rainbow Garden paper pack, the 6x6 paper collection. It's got both background papers and I believe a few images in it to see how cute the papers are. Here's our cut aparts for the Rainbow Garden kit. This has 18 single-sided sheets, and this is a fussy cutting pad. Super cute critters, though. This one is embossed die cuts. When they say embossed, what they mean is clear embossed die cuts. Aren't they cute? Love, 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 love these card designs. They're so much fun. Then they send us some unscored note cards. They send us a whole sheet of cutouts. And they send us inspiration card, or inspiration pack to see how to use these. And see how to layer these all up on your cards. Now, if you will recall, a couple weeks ago, we did these cards from Rainbow Garden. And what I would say is that your cards don't have to be anywhere near this busy. I actually prefer the cards that we did. They're in the box on the table, Rainbow Garden gnome cards. Could you grab those? I prefer the ones we did because they are not as busy and it really kind of shows off the patterns. But that's just one person's opinion. Oh, here we go. Here's some of the ones that we did. using this paper pack. Happy birthday. Thinking of you. Look how cute that is. We made these together the other day. Remember that? We put some little corners with the bright colors in the corners and then did the garden bench. Best wishes just for you. Rain or sunshine, I'm here for you. I love that. Thank you for finding these for me, honey. Happy birthday. Birthday wishes. Aren't those just the cutest little things ever? I just love these cards. They're just great fun to do. They're simple. And like I said, I would avoid the temptation to overdo them. You know, keep the patterns simple so you can really see all the elements in the card, because the elements they put together are just really special. So this Paper Rose Garden Rainbow Garden Kit is really a winner. And let's see. And once again, it included the embossed die cuts pack, a cut aparts pack, an A5 sentiment sheet, 18 double-sided pattern papers, 8 A5 card bases, and an inspiration sheet, all in that one pack. And then we have this one, which was the background papers. More background papers for those. Okay. And we had that die a minute ago. I said, why did I get that? I got that because it went with the set, actually. This is Gearhead's Workshop. These tend to be very masculine tones. I loved them when I saw them. Thought they were great. These are die cut images. Yes, we will. Hey, Bryce. I will as soon as my cameraman comes back from wherever he just wandered off to. We will absolutely. Ah, there he is. Can you link the gilding wax for us, please? Just do gilding wax. We should be able to get both brands that way. Put it in parentheses, in quotation marks. Love all these masculine images in this book. They're really fun. Lots of little greetings, punch outs. That's how you get grinding wax. Gilding. That's interesting. Okay, let's try. Let's try something else. Let's try Gilded Touch, Gilded Touch. And it's ED. That's why it didn't come up. Didn't get the D in there. Anyway, all kinds of sentiments in here. So this entire pad is a die cut pad. We had the gears and the tools that went with that. And then we have, I will link it for you in the newsletter because Bryce is not being able to bring it up. So I'll link it for you in the newsletter, Mary and Kim. Okay. Gearhead Workshop. This is the Gearhead Workshop paper pad. It's single-sided paper pad. I know that because I just saw a white sheet of paper. Try just Gilded. There they are. That's them. It's them on your page. Is that all we have? It's just those?
I can't answer that question.
What company is this paper pack from? This is from Studio Light. The Gilded Touch is from Cosmic Shimmer. And the second kind of wax that I bought to get me more colors was from Pink Ink. Isn't this cool? It's so hard sometimes to find subject matter for the guys. that isn't all sports that we don't play here. Look at that. You got all kinds of gears on this one. Denim and gears. Sounds like a perfect combination. Looks like we get 3 of each sheet. Mechanical drawings. Here's some more gears and sprockets. This is that textured steel plates like they put down in the street. I love that texture. I just think that's so neat looking. So these are really neat masculine backgrounds to go with all those punch outs, all those die cuts, all the things you cut from your cutting die set. So this is called Gearhead's Workshop, and it's a design paper pad by Studio Light. This one has 36 sheets and 12 patterns. It's 170 GSM, and in case you care, it is acid and lignin free. So if you're going to make like an 8x8 scrapbook for one of the guys in your life or a woman who loves motorcycles, it would be absolutely suitable to make a scrapbook from too. And this was the Gearhead collection. Okay, I'll link that in the newsletter too. And then, what do we got here? Victorian Dreams. I told you guys that when I order things, they don't necessarily all come at one time. Sometimes they come scattered over weeks. Victorian Dreams is one of those. But since this is like one of my favorite paper packs of all time, I really don't care that they keep sending them to me because I get to keep showing them to you. This is also from Studio Light. I love using these with my wax seals. They're so, so pretty. So pretty. Got some beautiful solids. And it's got some vellums in it. Yeah, the vellum's gonna pull it hard. Beautiful. Let's see if we can see that vellum a little better. Let's try a different color. Beautiful vellums. Beautiful vellum lace. That's pretty. You can see why I love this one. I just love this collection. Everything about this collection just speaks to me. And what's interesting is I'm not usually a Victorian kind of. That's not usually my art style, but I sure do love these. Beautiful detailed images on vellum. And we've got some vellum printed in red ink. It's just stunning. Really beautiful. So I'll link that collection again for you. And for those of you who have been waiting for C plates to get here, this is the C plate. This is the one that for our Go Press and Emboss machine which is like my favorite machine and the one I use all the time. This is the cover plate for that. So we got those in again. All right, that's actually all of the new stuff, but I have an exciting featured products to talk to you about, and I wish I had all of the cards that I have set out here somewhere strategic. I'm certain they're close at hand somewhere. I just have no idea where they are. So I found a few when I was looking in some of the boxes. Margie found a bunch of them. So I apologize for not having all of them. But I did find a few of our samples. What we have on our featured products this week is everything by Hot Off the Press. All things by Hot Off the Press are 50% off in 1 week. Can you believe it? 50% off. That means red dazzles. That means these neat, I don't remember what these are called, but it's a cutting die, cutting and folding die, all in one. We used to do this with a metal stencil and a craft knife. I like the die so much more. It would take all day to make this. I think this card took like 5 minutes. Here's another one made with the same set. But this time I used the ornaments instead of my... Here's another one. This one's their poinsettia die. And this is just one style of products by Hot Off the Press. We have so many. Here's another one, a snowflake. It's been done in that cut and fold design. People are really going to really be impressed when they look at this. They're going to say, oh my gosh, look at all that work. And you can say, oh, but it was nothing for you. I didn't mind it all for you. And you and I will know it took 10 minutes to make. Here's another cut and fold design from Hot Off the Press. Then I also ran into a packet of cards from my iris folding classes. And we have many of the iris folding stencils in our Hot Off the Press sale this time. That's really hard for me to do. I want you to know that. It's very difficult for me to put my iris folding on sale because this continues to be so popular. But we have iris folding and we have stuff by Hot Off the Press that we've had for years. There comes a time you just have to say goodbye to it and make room for the new stuff that comes in. And so I love Hot Off the Press brand. I was very agitated with them when they stopped selling wholesale and just kind of went out on their own as a retailer because I loved their products. It was undoubtedly my #1 selling product when I carried Hot Off the Press. So I was really irritated with them when they left me. And I haven't promoted them quite as much since for obvious reasons. But I love, love, love their iris folding templates. And several of these I have more than one of because I've done classes in them. Look at this one. This paper, this background paper is from Hot Off the Press. It is a flocked paper with the Eiffel Tower on it. We put a hummingbird in there. And this was metallic papers from High Gloss. Here's a watering can we did in my last class. A little busy, but it's still fun. Another one of those hummingbird cards. This time we turned him around the other way. Another of my hummingbirds. Love this one. This is just a favorite. Isn't that fun? Iris folding. Love it, love it, love it. We may not have all of these templates still. If you're wondering how we do this, you look at that and go, oh, that looks way too complicated. Oh my gosh, it just looks way too complicated. You take little pieces of paper and you tape them to the back of your card, guys. You put a little fold out here so we have a finished edge on everything that's going to show through the aperture. And you're taping it on the back. It's not difficult at all. So you can at least remember iris folding when looking at these projects. We've done all of these, I think, in class too. Here's another iris folding. I love this one. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. Using metallic and glittered papers. Make that beautiful bauble and hang it in a tree. Here's the snowflake in iris folding. Here is bird. Not only do we have these in iris folding, but we also have some iris folding cutouts, die cuts, so that instead of having to cut these by hand like we've done in the past to create this aperture, you can actually just pop it out of there with a die. So easy. Stuff gets so much easier over time. I still will think back fondly on all the times I've done it by hand, but I'm so glad I no longer have to do it. Here's our flower. And it's fun to just see what you can do to get coordinating papers all lined up to make your flowers. Here's another snowflake we did. And here's another one.
I really like the ornament.
Yeah, they do. Oh, that's because that ornament is just, it really is spectacular. One of my favorite projects ever, I think. Because it's just so fun to do something that just turns out so very well. And like I said, you would think it's really difficult. But see, all you do then on the inside is cover up the inside, so you can't see all that tape. And it turns out to be a beautiful card to send. When you do iris folding, you use a little bit lighter weight papers. So pretty. And we have some hot off the press books downstairs that are perfect for iris folding. They are, we have one called Annie Lang. We have one called Green and Gold Paper Pack, Ivory and Gold. We have one that's called Flannel Christmas. So we have some nice little paper packs downstairs that are from hot off the press too. Okay, let me show you some other things from hot off the press. I'm going to ask you if you would. They have. You know, we brought all these things over from Europe where they kind of did the old style, and then we as Americans felt the need to revitalize it and make it easier because we didn't want to work that hard. It's really fun. I said this before, but it is fun to kind of take a trip down memory lane and look at all these projects we've done in the past. We've done thousands of cards over time, guys. Thousands. And it's been great fun, hasn't it? I do love these too. I love using the metallic papers on iris folding. It's just great fun. And the metallic papers are very, very thin. So when you get done with the metallic papers, you have almost no bulk in the card. There's my front cover. Okay. There's almost no bulk there because the metallic papers fold down so flat. Yeah. We have used so many hot off the press products for so many things. I know Margie has just a gigantic stack of hot off the press cards for me somewhere in the shop. Wherever they are, they're safe. They're completely safe from me today. Here is an embossing folder from hot off the press. I use this on my gel press. I embossed it, and then do I have any other special papers yet left? Yes, I do. There are some packs of papers by hot off the press that they did that were specialty paper packs with glitters and foils and other neat textures in color ranges. And I noticed today when I was putting this stuff up for hot off the press that there were about 5 or 6 colors in those specialty color packs that were there. Did you just find it, honey? Okay, so that's an embossing folder. That's another example of things from hot off the press on sale. Yeah, it might be. Let me look. Here is one of the cards that we did using our Jamie powders and the watercolor butterfly stamp set by hot off the press. That is like one of my all-time favorite stamp sets ever. I just love it. I totally and completely love it. I use it over and over and over and over and over again because I just love it. And we still have some of those on sale in there. Let's see what Margie's. Oh, this looks good.
This is the box featured on sale on video.
All right. Bryce just found the box, the hidden box. So now we can see more things. I'll get you out of here in the next 5-10 minutes anyway. But stamp sets, oh, they make some of the most beautiful stamp sets. They're all on sale. They used to be $18, $17.99. They're $9. And there are some just wonderful, beautiful layered stamp sets by Hot Off the Press. Here's another. We did these in our stamping class online. For those of you who may have attended, we did those on Thursdays initially. Here is their snowman set. It comes in a die and a matching stamp set made with Hot Off the Press. Here's my Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas stamping. Here's another one with the snowman set. Snow Blessed. Here's another one of my cards, some Jamie cards. Stamping with Jamie powders. So excited. Look at all these we found. Here's another one out of that watercolor set. What happens when you put Jamie powders on a large open space? Isn't that pretty? And make the matching background. Here's another Jamie powders. You can tell I like Jamie powders too, can't you? This is all that same stamp set, but I can't help myself, guys. What I like, I like. Here's layered stamping again. It's done in blues. I wish I had done it maybe in pinks against that blue background so you could, the blues would pop a little more. It's pretty. The high gloss is not on sale for half price, but all of the, here's one where you can see the flowers pop a little more. This is another one of those layering stamp sets from Hot Off the Press. Add little stickles and see what happens. Fun, fun, fun. Still another one from that layered stamp set. I think we made 3 or 4 cards that night. What was the metallic paint you used on those cards? I think I need more detail. Those cards. Are we talking about the watercolor metallics, the pearlescent metallics that I used on the painted pansies? Here are a couple more. Not sure what I got going on here. One package going into the other. There you go. Here's one of my seals. Look at this one. Wowzer. Now this one we did in that class just a couple weeks ago. Remember that? We did that with the gel press. And we laid down color over a Hot Off the Press stamp set. Yeah, those are in our store. They're under watercolors. And it's called a metallic watercolor set. It's white. This is also from that gel press class that we just did. We're laying down the color onto our image using our gel press in different colors. So these are great fun to do. So that's a few more. Let me see what else she's got in this box. There might be Might be something more to show you. I'm not sure. Go to the store, honey, if you would, and open up the very first tab for Hot Off the Press. I'll tell people what they can find in there. Oh, doesn't look like there's going to be any more in there. I just want to talk to you briefly about what we have on sale. Just go down because all of them are in the first tab too. I talked to you about templates, and I have 3 of the templates on sale right off the bat. We have that snow globe cutting dies set right off the bat. We have the Hot Off the Press lemonade kit that Margie did in class. The total value of the components in that kit were $52. It's now on sale for $10. We have our remaining Dazzles on sale for $1. We have some beautiful paper by the sheet. It's just fabulous. We have embossing folders. We have cutting dies. We have dough art. This is one of the original Hot Off the Press books by Paulette Jarvie. She wrote it at her kitchen table, and it's called Let's Dough It Again. And it's on dough art, making dough art ornaments at Christmas. And I can tell you that some of these ones that are in here as dough art and polymer clay, before COVID, back when things went for extraordinarily higher prices, I sold some of these books for $50 and $60, guys. This one's on sale for $3. Here's a rose frame embossing folder. We've got silicone stamp sets called Floral Doodles. I've got paper artistry on paper folding techniques. We've got Winnie the Pooh rub-ons. We've got Teresa's card classes on CDs. And don't tell me I don't have a computer that runs CDs anymore. You can get a CD player that plugs right into the USB port on your computer for $10. That's what I paid for mine, $10. So it's running my tax software this year. We've got Little Prints and Patterns book. It's like 24 sheets of 12 by 12 paper, which would be great for iris folding, by the way, because these the paper pads that Hot Off the Press did tended to be lighter weight paper. And we've got happy birthday stickers. We've got ephemera. We've got little stamp sets. We've got the butterfly dazzle set. We've got happy birthday. We've got Janie's girl frames. We've got, here's the ones Selma was asking about. They're called triple finish, Selma. Hot Off the Press triple finish. There's one called rose gold. There's one called finish gold. There's one called finish pewter. There's one called red. There's one called silver. There's one called finish blue, which you do not want to miss. It's absolutely stunning. Those used to be $9.99 a pack. They're now $5. I have some little stamp sets for 75 cents, little poinsettias, and the dog dressed up like a reindeer. I don't need to go on and on and on. I just wanted to give you an idea that there is a lot of stuff out there under Hot Off the Press. Probably 300 to 400 products in total that are all half price this week. And like I said, it's hard for me to let it go because I love Hot Off the Press stuff. Even if I'm mad at them, I still love Hot Off the Press. They're one of the best vendors we've ever had over time. And we still have quite a bit of their products sitting on our shelves, and they've been gone for quite a while now. So it's time to move those products along and get other things. But I hope you've enjoyed our little trip down memory lane here with some of our Hot Off the Press card making. It's always fun for me to show it to you. Yes.
Question. Do you have any books on paper folding?
There was a paper folding book there that I just mentioned, Thelma. I'd have to go back into the store to see it. But the very first tab in the store right now is Hot Off the Press, and all those items are half off. So you can see it. I think it's on the first page, that book. The CDs are great CDs. If you feel that you lack confidence in your card making skills, they will bring you right along in the development of your card making skills because their CDs are great. Okay. So, wow, we've been at it a while, and I promise to usually only keep you for an hour. We've been at it for an hour and 21 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and say, if you haven't already, you don't need to speak. That's my watch. If you haven't already done so, please hit thumbs up because it makes me feel great. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing. Even our What's New Wednesdays with our travel back and looking at all of our card designs are a lot of fun. So, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you never have to miss an issue. And then if you would, when we sign off, which I'll do momentarily, we're going to I'm going to ask you to hit that refresh button on your screen, and it will give you the opportunity to leave a comment. Leave a comment if you would. Tell me what you liked today. Tell me, if did you enjoyed looking at the iris folding, or you enjoyed looking at the different paper folding, cards, or you enjoyed looking at the stamping stuff, or you enjoyed looking at the new products. Tell me what you liked. And I read all those comments, answer most of them, and I sure would appreciate if you take the time to do that, because that tells YouTube, between your comments and your thumbs up, it tells YouTube that they should feel comfortable in recommending our channel to new viewers, and we can all use more crafty friends. Okay, any questions? What are we doing Saturday? What's the calendar say we're doing Saturday? Do you know? Can you look at the calendar? You got a calendar there, Mary? Oh, I know what we're doing on Saturday. Is that what are we doing? Alcohol Inc?
I think it's Alcohol Inc.
Yeah, I've been doing research all week and playing with Alcohol Inc. So I'm getting ready to do Alcohol Incs with you on Saturday, which is going to be great, great, great fun. It's going to be tremendous, and I know you're going to love it. So tune in for Alcohol Incs on Saturday, and then my local people will be having an opportunity to come to class for Alcohol Incs on Sunday. So wowzer, we got lots of stuff in the works for you. We're always busy. Are there any other questions? It does sound fun, doesn't it? Oh, I've just been gathering notes and ideas and watching other people's videos and just building my confidence up to charge ahead with this with you. And it's going to be just a blast. I guarantee it'll be a blast. It's going to be great fun. I am going to have to clear my desk off between now and then, though, because Alcohol Inc.'s going to take this whole desk. Okay. In the absence of any other questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to go ahead and say good night, Gracie.